You're a disgrace.
Really?
Yeah, because you should be standing up for the First Amendment.
This auditor was shocked when he personally witnessed police corruption firsthand. A First Amendment auditor was peacefully protesting on the side of the road by holding a cardboard sign when several police officers approached him. The auditor had no idea what was about to happen next, as the cops wasted no time before doing this.
Let it go.
Let it go now.
I'm just securing this for our safety. I don't want bear maze or whatever.
People have threatened me.
I'm sorry. Who threatened you?
Passers-by.
Well, that's because you're distracting them when driving by holding that sign up.
The officers had no right to arrest him, as his speech was protected under the First Amendment, and he wasn't going to go down without attempting to make that clear.
Okay. And this is a part of their private property too, so you got to be careful
And
when
you
you're
can oversign.
on
Okay.
property and distracting
All right, that's
drivers
fine.
and stuff,
That's
okay?
fine. You're a disgrace.
I
You're a
don't believe
disgrace.
that completely.
You're a
That's my
disgrace.
opinion. Really?
Yeah, because you should be standing up for the First Amendment.
The auditor was visibly frustrated, and he made sure his voice was heard.
Oh, I agree,
Yes,
but this is a busy roadway, so you got to be careful when you're trying to distract
That's
the drivers
fine.
from it. So that's all.
That's fine.
all.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
federal law supersedes mook law.
Move.
Yeah, mook. Mooks
Like,
and
that's-
jabronis.
The specific right protected under the First Amendment here is the right to peacefully protest in public. However, the question remained, would the cops respect this constitutional protection?
I feel like that's a racist. Is that what's
I haven't heard
Oh,
of
yeah.
I'm gonna have to Google that.
You never heard of mook?
I really haven't.
How about
I-
We have
you?
another candidate this way.
I'm not familiar.
Jabroni?
Well, I've heard of
All
jabroni.
right, there you go.
You're a jabroni. Yeah.
There you go.
Bear man, that's a big one.
The cops showed no signs of empathy and failed to understand the gravity of the situation.
You Italian?
You proud of yourself here? You proud of yourself?
Regular basis, I am proud of
Yeah?
myself,
This is
yeah.
a high kill shelter. Animals can't
Oh, I don't
speak
work
for
here.
themselves.
No, I don't
Yeah,
work here.
well, I
don't
was
work
given permission to protest here.
Well,
All right? This is a sidewalk.
So you have your city
You
permit.
weren't.
Meanwhile, one of the officers started to search him as they prepared to formally arrest him.
Yeah. Get a good feel there, Pipe Arms.
Oh, that's inappropriate.
Oh, please.
That's when the auditor had an important question for the same officer. A question he had no answer to.
Oh, by the way, I went to court today. Cool. And they wouldn't hear your citation. I tried to tell them. I'm here.
What citation?
The citation you gave me.
Didn't give you a citation.
You didn't give me a citation?
I served a warrant.
That was from 2.5 years ago. Nobody ever served it before that.
Cool.
High kill shelter.
Cops clearly abused their authority, as they not only arrested him for no discernible reason, but even ended up confiscating his possessions.
Here it is. Making Hollywood proud.
Hollywood. Are we getting paid? Are we
Maybe.
paid to do this? Hollywood?
No, it's just the way they portray the deep south. It even worse.
Despite this, the cops show no signs of remorse or empathy, which is especially evident by what happened next.
How about my glasses?
Just got it.
Can't see without them.
A
They got
description?
sunset.
Yeah, of course they are.
He'll escort you in.
Go ahead.
Yes, ma'am.
The auditor was arrested and taken to the police station. However, this next group of cops took their power trip to a whole new level.
Well, I'm going to put you on notice. If you do either one of those, you'll be in violation of my civil rights, and your qualified immunity won't survive.
November 9th, 2023, City Hall, Berry Hill, Tennessee. First Amendment Auditor Jeff Gray was carrying a cardboard sign that read, "God bless the homeless vets," when he decided to go inside to use the restroom. That's where he recorded this conversation, recorded via an audio-only medium.
Hey, guys. Hey, thank you for letting me use the restroom. I'm just going to be out in front of the City Hall for about 30 minutes or so, then I'll be on my way.
We have to get a vendor license for you to do it.
Oh, okay.
It doesn't cost anything. Or who are you, is it just you individually?
Yeah, just me.
We actually don't allow solicitation in Berry Hill.
Okay, yeah, I'll just be out here for 30 minutes or so.
We don't allow that here in
All right.
Berry Hill. If you'll go across Thompson Lane.
I wasn't asking permission.
Just a few minutes after this altercation, Officer Carter from the Berry Hill Police Department arrived on the scene.
I'm sorry, I can't hear you.
How you doing?
I'm good, how are you?
What can we help you with?
No, nothing. I'm good.
You good?
Yes, sir.
Um,
You're Officer Carter?
yes.
All right, my name's Jeff. How you doing?
Jeff, we don't love soliciting here.
Soliciting is a civil right.
The cop was unaware he was dealing with someone possessing a more profound comprehension of the law than even him.
Soliciting is a civil right.
What's that?
Soliciting is a civil right protected by the First Amendment. It's a charitable appeal for funds.
The officer proceeded to investigate him, and Jeff posed more and more sarcastic answers every time.
It's free speech. That's what's soliciting.
You live near here?
I'm sorry?
You live near here?
No, I don't. No, I'm not from here.
Where you from originally?
I'm from the 70s originally. How about you?
I'm from the present. I'm here right now.
Oh, you're here right now.
I don't live in the past.
Gotcha.
Officer Carter seemed to be in an unusual situation, and his actions certainly represented his feelings.
Yeah, I just told them I was going to be out here for about 30 minutes, and I'll be on my way.
How long ago was that?
3 or 4 minutes ago, probably.
All right.
The officer kept being difficult, as Jeff tried once more to lighten the mood. Unfortunately, it was in vain.
I'm hard of hearing. I really am hard of hearing, so.
Well, I'm not.
Oh, okay. So I was just having a hard time hearing you over the traffic.
Well, maybe you should go somewhere where it's quieter, right?
Well, it's a lot of traffic out here, and I'm able to spread the message directly to people coming and going from City Hall.
Nevertheless, another officer arrived on the scene, trying to make some sense of the situation.
How you doing, officer? Good, how are you?
This young man says that if he thought he'll be here 30 minutes and then he'll be gone. I told him, well, no solicitation is allowed here. He says this is First Amendment right and take our free speech.
Jeff remained resolute, determined not to break under the pressure.
His name is Jeff. Somebody.
Yeah, Jeff.
They'll give me the last name.
Yes, sir.
All right. He's not. He said he's not from here. He's from the 70s.
70, yeah. You look like you're probably about the 70s too, right?
No.
You look like you're probably from the 90s.
I wish.
The officer came forward and tried to escalate the situation, but that's when Jeff once again showcased his profound understanding of the law.
Yeah, man, I'm not hurting anybody. I'm not causing any problems. I'm just out here doing this the day before Veterans Day, spreading this message. God bless the homeless vets.
I got you. I mean, you got the right to do that. But did you sign up with the city hall to do the peaceful protest?
I'm not required to do that.
With us, you are.
According to the First Amendment, I'm not. Constitution. So. Yeah, I let one of them use the restroom, and I thanked them for using the restroom. Then I said, I'd just be out here for about 30 minutes. They said, you need to get a permit or something like that.
Yeah, the permit with them.
And I was like, well, I'm not asking for permission. I've already got that from the Constitution.
In spite of everything, the officer was adamant about ensuring Jeff faced some sort of punishment. And that's when he decided to give one final warning.
So if you guys could just let me be for 30 minutes and I'll be on my way.
Well, we'll go check with them, but if they don't want you here, then we're going to have to escort you out or take you to jail, whichever one you want to do.
Well, I'm going to put you on notice. If you do either one of those,
Okay.
you'll be in violation of my civil rights, and your qualified immunity won't survive doing that.
Sure. Okay.
As the officer went inside the town hall to investigate further, Officer Carter kept making things difficult for Jeff.
To them, they fly. Just put you on notice. Well, we had somebody do the same thing. They were sovereign citizens, whoever they were, and said, hey, you know, your qualified immunity doesn't protect you here, blah, 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 blah.
Once again, Officer Carter found himself at a loss, unable to counter Jeff's rationale with convincing answers.
What would that be?
Well, this is freedom of speech on traditional public forum at the steps of City Hall. And, I mean, I have a right to be here, you know? And you guys can't require me to get a permit to do it. I mean, it's not lawfully, you can't require me to get a permit.
However, Officer Carter came up with an absurd statement, as, according to him, the city's ordinances overrule the Constitution. Once again, Jeff made sure that the truth prevailed.
Yeah, here in the city of Berry Hill, you know, we're required to have a peddler's license to solicit.
Well, I definitely am solicited. No doubt about that.
You got to have peddler's license. Even the guys we have here, you know, they're working for the contributor or something like that, you know, and they got a proper credentials, authorized to do it.
Like I said, the Constitution authorizes me to do what I'm doing.
Jeff did agree that he was soliciting, but his reason was certainly admirable.
Solicitation or not?
Okay. Like I'm soliciting, but what I'm soliciting is compassion and love for homeless veterans. The day before Veterans Day, tomorrow's Veterans Day. God put it in my heart.
Tomorrow's not Veterans Day. Tomorrow's not Veterans Day.
Oh, when is it?
Saturday.
Saturday, sir.
Meanwhile, the officer returned from City Hall, carrying a piece of paper. For the first time, he took appropriate action. But was it too little too late?
Yes, sir.
Are you selling anything?
I'm not, no.
I didn't have a problem you stand out here for that in the beginning, so
Okay.
thanks for doing that for them.
All right.
As long as you're not selling anything, not trying to beg for anything, any kind of money, or impeding any kind of traffic ways or entrance ways, exit ways,
Right.
then you're good out here. I'll just give you the ordinance.
The officers finally acknowledged that Jeff was doing nothing wrong. However, it's painful to see the lack of knowledge around cops.
Here, I'll just give you the ordinances,
Okay.
restrictions and stuff right here. That's all of our restrictions that we have.
Okay.
You're not violating anything as long as you're not sitting around blocking anything, like I said. But
Nope.
if you want to, here's all of our ordinance for everything that has to do with solicitation. If you want to go ahead and read that.
Okay.
But just want to let you know, if you do get a call that you're soliciting, I'm not saying you're going to.
Uh-huh.
You only have that usually. So.
Okay.
But other than that, and you're
All
good.
right. Like I said, the only thing I'm soliciting is goodwill and compassion for the homeless veterans.
Even after eluding the cops, Jeff gave them one final lesson about the law.
Like I was the argument earlier when he said soliciting was even if you are panhandling, the courts have ruled that that's a charitable appeal for funds and it's free speech. I mean, they can't outlaw somebody from just asking for help because it's free speech.
Gotcha. Well, you got it all there. It's been cool, so I appreciate it.
Okay, you guys.
Get your phone.
All right, won't do it. Y'all have a blessed day. Gotcha.
Thanks, man. Have a good one.
All right, y'all have a blessed day. Stay safe.
Jeff managed to escape the corrupt cops as he had great knowledge and showed enough resilience. However, it turns out that not everyone is as lucky as him. Arkansas police officers responded to reports of a man making threats outside of a convenience store. Matters escalated quickly, and a bystander recorded this shocking video. Two Crawford County Sheriff's deputies and one Mulberry police officer were involved, and the situation would only deteriorate further from here.
We gotta get out of here.
The suspect was identified as 27-year-old Randall Worcester, who allegedly spat at the store clerk and also made threats of domestic terrorism. After this video surfaced, all three of the officers involved were suspended. Randall was taken to jail on multiple charges, including second-degree battery, resisting arrest, and making terroristic threats. He was released from prison on a $15,000 bond. After an investigation, the sheriff's deputies, Levi White and Zach King, were charged with felony civil rights violations. Both were fired, whereas Mulberry police officer Fel Riddle was placed on administrative leave and wasn't included in the indictment. These events all have a chilling absence of empathy and human connection. On top of that, the human officers involved have clear misunderstandings concerning the laws and the Constitution. It is imperative for police departments to collaborate and formulate more effective training strategies, incorporating comprehensive lessons on real-world applications of the law in order to prevent the violation of constitutional rights from occurring in the first place. Furthermore, officers should prioritize de-escalation techniques and receive training on anger management to better control their emotions in challenging situations. If you found this case interesting, be sure to also check out this case right here as well. Who knows? It might be right up your alley.